Nurture nature today for a thriving, sustainable tomorrow. Namaste to one and all present here. I, Gargi Vivek Shenoy, deem it my privilege to be the MC for today's Awareness Creating Environment Day program. Today, we gather not just to celebrate the beauty of our planet, but also to reflect on our responsibility as its stewards. It's also an occasion for us to acknowledge the toll our actions have taken on our beautiful planet Earth. Human activities like unchecked industrialization and plastic pollution have severely degraded our ecosystems, contaminating oceans and wildlife with pervasive microplastics. Fortunately, we can reverse this damage by transition to biodegradable alternatives and embracing sustainable economies for a healthier planet. With this in mind, let us begin today's program by invoking the blessings of the Almighty. I now call upon our singing team for the prayer. Sharanu ninage, Sharanu Vinayaka, Sharanu ninage, Sharanu Vinayaka, Vinayaka Vidyalaya Deva, Vinayaka Vidyalaya Deva, Sharanu ninage, Sharanu the dignitaries on stage to light the lamp, which symbolizes ushering in knowledge and driving away the darkness of ignorance. Deepo haratu me papam, Moter namostute, Shubham karotu kalyanam, Arogyam sukha sampadaha, Dvesha buddhi vinashaya. Thank you. It is said that any occasion truly begins only when we acknowledge the presence and welcome of our guests. I would like to call upon Swasti Bhatt of 10D to deliver the welcome speech.
Namaste to one and all present here. A very warm welcome to everyone as we come together to celebrate and protect the only home we all share, our Earth. Firstly, I would like to welcome our ever-supportive President, Dr. M.B. Puranik sir. A hearty welcome to you, sir. Now, I would like to welcome the Director and Trustee of Sharada Group of Institutions, Sameer Puranik sir, whose presence boosts our confidence. We welcome you, sir. I would like to welcome our respected principals and vice principals who support us through all our endeavors. A special welcome to our teaching and non-teaching staff whose efforts are unnoticed yet still help in the big picture. Last but not the least, I would like to welcome our Sharadites for their special gathering. Thank you.
Thank you, Swasti. Before we move on, let us understand the importance of this event, because Environment Day is not just a celebration, but an opportunity to realize our duty and pledge our allegiance towards protecting our nature. I now invite Rishabh of 10D to deliver a speech on the importance of protecting the environment.
Good morning, respected principals, teachers, and my dear friends. Imagine waking up one day to a world with no birds singing, no trees swaying in the breeze, and no clean air to breathe. It sounds frightening, doesn't it? Yet, if we continue to ignore our environment, this could become a reality. Today, on World Environment Day, I invite you to look beyond maps and borders and see Earth for what it truly is, our shared home. Just as we care for the places we live in, we must also care for the planet that sustains us all. Every breath we take, every drop of water we drink, and every meal we eat is made possible by nature. Yet today, our environment faces growing challenges such as pollution, deforestation, and climate change. These are no longer problems of the distant future. They are realities we are witnessing right now. This year's theme, Climate Action, reminds us that awareness alone is not enough. The future of our planet depends on the actions we choose to take today. The greatest danger is not the damage being done to the environment, but our failure to act before it is too late. While governments, scientists, and organizations continue to work towards solutions, meaningful change also begins with ordinary people. As students, we may not be able to make global decisions, but we can make responsible choices in our everyday lives. Whether it is reducing waste, conserving resources, or encouraging others to do the same, every effort counts. Protecting the environment is not about doing something extraordinary. It is about consistently making choices that contribute to a healthier and a more sustainable future. So, on this World Environment Day, let us move beyond awareness and towards action. The future of our planet will be shaped not by our intentions, but by the choices we make every single day. Thank you and happy World Environment Day.
I request our President, Dr. M.B. Puranik sir, to deliver the presidential address and enlighten us with his words of wisdom.
Respected principals, dear staff members, and my lovely students. As I'm a teacher of nature, I taught for many years about nature, plants. This day and this subject is very, very close to my heart because more than 35 years I had the opportunity to teach the students ecology, environment, heredity. These are all very, very common in biological terms. I am very glad. First and foremost, you have understood what is environment. Or people of Bangalore, and they also environment. Anyway, they pronounce. But basically, we pronounce it as environment. You make the term very clear. The environment means the surrounding. For me, you people are my environment. The stage, the air, light, soil, food, any microorganism, macro, everything makes my environment. For the successful life of an organism living, it should choose its convenient environment. All plants cannot grow in Antarctica. Pole region, all plants and animals cannot sustain. Similarly, in deep sea, all plants, all animals may not. The freshwater fish cannot enter into the salt water. Saltwater fish cannot come to the river. So there is a great amount of choosing the environment. I am very happy. Of late, in 1972, the UNO has conducted a big seminar to discuss and talk about the environment. All the nations took part. Since then, every year on June 15, World Environment is being celebrated. We are celebrating since then. Because the world leaders, scientists, they realized unless we do not pollute our environment. Of late now, our ancestors, forefathers, they were very much bothered about the environment. Never used to spoil the environment. Now see the condition now. The plastic was not exist at that time. About 25 years back, everywhere plastic. Non-biodegradable substance plastic. If you take a small amount of water from the soil, it has all nonsense things are there. Chemicals and also the iron material, metallic substances and also the plastic. Water. As students, you should always be aware. I gave the example. I used to give the example. A family was coming from KRS. Mysore, there is a place, Krishnaraj Sagar, garden and other things are there. They were returning, husband and wife and 2 kids. So on the way, the family wanted to take ice cream. The father stopped the vehicle. They have taken the ice cream in paper cup and there was no time to consume and go. On the way, while coming to the Mysore, they started eating they have started coming back. They have moved about half a kilometer towards Mysore and a small girl of 3rd standard asked Daddy, stop the car. He didn't stop. She cried, please stop the car. Father was confused, mother and father, why? This baby is crying like that to stop. They have stopped the car at the corner, Immediately, this girl rushed back and collected the waste, 2 paper cup thrown by father and mother on the street. A girl of such standard has this much of knowledge that I should not contribute my mind to the environment. She picked up and started putting in a particular place. My dear children, you have the capacity to influence the elders. Even to me, when we go odd, we do not care about the keeping the environment clean and good. You should enlighten and you should inform, suggest, guide our elders. This is good, this is bad. The plastic will never mix with the soil. It will remain for 1,000 years. Plastic alone. Now materials have come. We use lot of plant material. For example, instead of using paper cup and paper plate, now the paper plate of areca leaf. Likewise, everywhere this has come. Even water bottle and other things, plants products have come because they are biodegradable. My dear children, you are the future of this country. If you know, if you understand, and if you act rightly, you can bring the change in our society. With this, I wish every one of my children here, you be aware of the environment and what is your role in improving the polluted material in our environment. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Your encouragement towards saving our environment is the biggest inspiration for us, the future generation. Traditionally, magazines require large quantities of paper, and paper comes from trees. Today, it is a historic day for Sharada Vidyalaya as we are launching the e-magazine Samhita and thereby taking a small but meaningful step towards conserving our natural resources. This dynamic e-magazine captures students' brightest ideas, creativity and voices in a single accessible click.
presenting Panchamahabhuta Sarvam Panchabhutamai. I am the earth, the first of the five Panchabhutas. There is no life without the earth. Respect, protect, and love the earth, and you can light up the life. Water, the second of the five Panchabhutas. 70% of the earth is covered by my existence. Make use of the water wisely. Save me for your future, because I am the elixir of life.
मीठा है कोसा है बारिश का बोसा है कोसा है कोसा है बारिशों का बोसा है मीठा है कोसा है बारिश का बोसा है कोसा है कोसा है बारिशों का बोसा है जल 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 थल जल थल जल 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 बहता जल
I am the fire, the third of the five Panchabhutas. I am essential for the survival of all the life forms. I am needed for the most basic necessity, as in consumption of food, to the end of life. I am used for the worship of God, and also at the beginning of every holy deed. I am also the end of injustice.
क्षण भी है तू ही समय भी है सृष्टि भी तू ही प्रलय भी है स्वयं ही तू अग्नि है
Fourth of the five Panchabhutas, air. I am present in every breath that you take. If I stop, the life on earth will cease to exist. Life can be beautiful only if I am pure. But if you pollute the air, all you will face is death. Stop polluting the air if you want to celebrate life.
ले जाए जाने का हवाएं हवाएं ले जाए तुझे कहाँ हवाएं हवाएं बेगानी है ये बागी हवाएं हवाएं ले जाए मुझे कहाँ हवाएं हवाएं ले जाए जाने कहाँ ना मुझको खबर ना तुझको पता
I am the last of the five Panchabhutas. This space. Nobody can measure my length or my width. I contain everything within me. The sun, moon, and the stars. Only if the earth, water, fire, air, and I are in balance, this universe can exist. Life can exist.
आसमां को छू कर देखा तारों की कर ली सवारी चांद पर भी नाचे हम की तूफानों से यारी आसमां को छू कर देखा तारों की कर ली सवारी चांद पर भी नाचे हम की तूफानों से यारी
The five elements, earth, water, fire, air and space forms the basis of life. Their balance keeps nature healthy and sustains all living beings. Protecting this balance is essential for greener and brighter future. Thank you.
ವನಸಿರಿ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿಯ ವರದಾನ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲದ ಉಗ್ರಾಣ ವನಸಿರಿ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿಯ ವರದಾನ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲದ ಉಗ್ರಾಣ ವನ್ಯಜೀವಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಆಶ್ರಯಧಾಮ ಗಿಡಮೂಲಿಕೆಗಳ ರಸತಾಣ 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 ಕಾಡು ಮಾನವ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಬೆಳೆದಿದೆ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಯುಗದಿಂದ ಕಾಡಿನ ಗರ್ಭದಿ ಬಂದವರು ಕಾಡಿನ ಗರ್ಭದಿ ಬಂದವರು ಕಾಡಿನ ಮಡಿಲಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳೆದವರು ಕಾಡಿನ ಮಡಿಲಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳೆದವರು ವನಸಿರಿ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿಯ ವರದಾನ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲದ ಉಗ್ರಾಣ ವನಗಳೇ ಮುಕ್ತಿಯ ತಾಣಗಳು ಬದುಕಿಗೆ ಶಕ್ತಿಯ ಕೇಂದ್ರಗಳು ಕಾಡುಗಳಿಲ್ಲದೆ ನಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಕಾಡುಗಳಿಲ್ಲದೆ ನಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಕಾಡೇ ನಮ್ಮೊಡನಾಡಿಗಳು ಕಾಡೇ ನಮ್ಮೊಡನಾಡಿಗಳು ವನಸಿರಿ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿಯ ವರದಾನ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲದ ಉಗ್ರಾಣ ವನಸಿರಿ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿಯ ವರದಾನ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲದ ಉಗ್ರಾಣ ವನ್ಯಜೀವಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಆಶ್ರಯಧಾಮ ಗಿಡಮೂಲಿಕೆಗಳ ರಸತಾಣ ರಸತಾಣ ರಸತಾಣ.
Good morning. Please have a seat. Tell us about yourself.
My name is Arya Banerjee. I recently completed my MBA from IIM Ahmedabad.
And why do you want to join our company?
Ma'am, I've always wanted to work for a company that actually helps the environment. And your company is known for eco-friendly products and sustainable manufacturing. So, I thought my resources could be put to the best use in this company.
Everyone says the same thing.
I mean, half the people didn't go to IIM, that too in Ahmedabad. I assure you, I have the required acumen.
We'll see about that. Now, tell me, how can you contribute to our company?
Well, I can contribute by assisting with marketing strategies and supporting the business growth, as you can see in my resume.
Very idealistic answer.
Thank you, ma'am.
And that's exactly the kind of thinking we encourage here. Our boss will love a cooperative and quick thinking employee like you.
Welcome to Aquamarine Industries. A guide will now show you around the factory.
This is where all our bottles are manufactured. Our products are used in over 30 countries.
Wow! But how are the products manufactured?
Oh, everything is processed safely. We have carbon credits.
I'm sorry, carbon credits?
To emit 1 ton of carbon dioxide, we have to plant a certain number of trees or support environmental project. The boss takes care of most of the stuff.
Looking at the amount of emissions, there must be a lot of trees planted. Where are these trees planted exactly?
That's professionally handled. Aren't you asking a little too many questions?
Just curious. Sorry, I need to go to the exit.
Did you gather the evidence?
It's confirmed that they're hiding something, but I still need more evidence.
Be cautious and proceed carefully.
I think we need better masks in this section.
You need the job or not?
This isn't legal. These labels say recyclable, but they are never recycled, right?
You're paid to work, not to question. If you want to keep this job, stop thinking about it. Replace the old labels and make sure this batch looks clean. And take this guy away.
Sir, Mrs. Shapiro sent you these files.
Oh, it must be the approval for the credits.
Sir, here is the monthly report.
Why do you write all this unnecessary stuff about the emission? I need more stuff about the sales.
Sir, the nearby villages are complaining again. They're saying the groundwater levels have dropped because of extraction.
Then tell them to drink a bottled water.
Approval to emit 350 tons of carbon dioxide? That's nearly 3 lakh kgs.
Keep it safely, away from the prying eyes.
Finally, I have enough evidence. I wonder what would happen if this accidentally leaked. That's it? Do I need more evidence, or people just not seem to even know about the concerns and the unethical things this company is doing? After everything, that's all people have to say? Is this what we've become? Huge corporations offer things labeled eco-friendly, sustainable, and to act empathetic and sorry for nature when they're actually offering us poison in disguise. But when we find out, we don't care. Is this all that we care for nature? At this rate, will future generations experience nature or just study it in textbooks?
The problem solved itself way faster than expected. These idiots seem to be lacking common sense even when spoon-fed.
Some people even think the videos are AI generated. Some are making memes out of it at this point.
Exactly. Nobody cares about the truth anymore.
So the topic already stopped trending. I think we need to stop talking about this now.
Well, isn't that good? It's not our problem anymore. The current generation is pretty ignorant, backward even, and they don't care about the truth. Rather than concerns and complaints, people are more bothered about their conveniences and comfort. The so-called health-conscious, organic-loving youth proves its ignorance again.
Maybe we shouldn't be discussing this in front of everyone.
You know what? Forget it. The meeting is over.
Sir?
Yes, what is it?
I was just reviewing the company funds.
And
I was going through the records, and some of the money just doesn't seem to add up.
And why exactly are you even asking me this? We're the richest company in the state. If there was a problem, don't you think it would have been resolved by now?
No, sir. I'm just saying.
You're fired.
What?
Still, someone inside this company leaked those videos. It had to be an employee or someone pretending to belong here.
Well, it should be someone recent. Someone new. Ah, yes. I think I know who it is. The intern.
That's what I was thinking. She has way too many questions for someone that new.
Always roaming around restricted sections, and ever since she joined, problems started appearing.
Call her in.
The boss is calling for you.
Sir, you called for me?
Well, yes, of course.
You've been working here for a while, right?
Around 2 weeks.
And in those 2 weeks, you have managed to visit almost every restricted section in the factory?
I was just learning how this company works.
That's not an intern's job.
You ask a lot of questions for an intern.
Well, is that a problem?
It really depends on the questions.
Chemical storage, waste handling, even our safety reports.
You seem very interested in things that don't concern you.
Well, maybe they should concern everyone.
And then, videos from inside the factory appear all over social media. Isn't that interesting?
You think I leaked them?
Didn't say that. It's funny now that you mention it. Most interns come here to build careers, so let's stop pretending. Let's try this again, shall we? Who are you?
Someone who's tired of companies acting like they actually care about nature while destroying it behind the scenes.
So, you're basically admitting that you're the one behind the leak?
So, what if it was me? It doesn't really make a difference now. You really thought that you could fool everyone just by printing lies on labels that no one would realize if it didn't actually mean what you signed on paper. That people would believe you if you say you hide under the label of carbon credits or certificates while it's all just a huge corporate scam to sell the environment.
So I'm being threatened. Oh, how scary. Look at everything around you. So many employees, workers, laborers. Do you know who saved them all from unemployment? Me. Who made sure these people don't live in the streets, begging? All because I gave them the job. I followed each and every single law, and your people prefer to buy my bottles rather than listen to your story about the environment, save trees and whatnot. So what if I twisted a few laws here and there? You're the only one who knows, and I assure you I can make sure you keep your mouth shut.
That's where you're mistaken. I'm sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Arya Banerjee, agent of the Government of India and from the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. So I assure you, Mr. Ivanko Shapiro, I can keep your mouth and your company shut.
Hey, Illiba, you're under arrest. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to remain silent.
Ugh, you really think arresting us changes anything? You blame companies like us. But who even buys the products? Who wants everything cheaper? Who throws garbage on the road and then complains that the city is dirty? Who cuts trees to build bigger buildings? And then who sees environmental disasters online and then keeps scrolling away?
That doesn't excuse what you did.
Oh, hell no. But don't pretend this is only our fault. Oh, leave me, you fool. You want convenience. And companies like ours exist just because people keep choosing them. We didn't create greed. We just learned how to profit from it. Today, it's me. You just want a symbol to project your hate onto and say you were helping. But after that, what? You just keep following same corporate scams and never break out of the cycle.
It doesn't matter. Now that everybody is going to know the truth.
You think people care about the truth?
You thought the protest died? No, they were silenced. You sold purity, you sold sustainability, and we believed you. All this time, you hid the truth behind promises and labels. That's just a dirty trick. You had us all fooled, selling us lies about how you all are eco-friendly and 100% recyclable. But not anymore. And every time someone questioned you, you told them to stay quiet. Well, we are not staying quiet anymore. And when people stop staying quiet, companies like yours won't last long.
Ugh, you'll never get away with this.
Currently, we are outside Aquamaim Industries, where a huge uprising has occurred against the corporation. Let us ask one of the uprisers for their views on this matter.
We are against the ideals of Mr. Shapiro and his henchmen. We're gonna prove to him that we don't just turn a blind eye to the environment. We want Aquamaim Industries shut down right now.
You heard her. See you all next time. Breaking news. Former Aquamaim CEO Mr. Ivanko Shapiro arrested on charges of illegal usage of chemicals, illegal waste disposal and fake branding.
Agent Arya Banerjee from the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change worked undercover under the government's orders and has uncovered the secrets of the company. Following this incident, the Government of India has issued a new law, the CCPA Guidelines for Prevention and Regulation of Greenwashing or Misleading Environmental Claims 2024.
That's it for today. Thank you.
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः
सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति